say, but I think it's the organization of the clinical. On the random places and everything like that. Like right now we're headed to a museum and we have to pay $6 to get in. With all we paying in tuition, why do we have to pay $6 to get in? That makes no sense. But nonetheless, I had a few assignments due that I got done. And for clinical, this is the first clinical where you actually had to do assignments for clinical. It's just all over the place, but whatever, it is what it is. But I had my first exam yesterday in mental health. And as you can see right here, your boy got a 48 out of 50, which translates to a 98%. So that's the first exam. Now we got 2 more to go, and mental health will be a wrap. So I wanted to make this video for my nursing students and my nurses too, but I think my nursing students can really benefit from this. I wanted to do a video about why nursing students and nurses must live and die by their calendar, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't think I've talked about the importance of time management. Now, we all know as a nurse, time management is super important in order for you to have success as a nursing student and a nurse. And some of you all are working jobs and everything like that while trying to maintain a good GPA, while trying to maintain your family and just keep that work-life balance while you're in school. And it can be difficult. And one thing that I have done that has really made a major difference in my grades and the way I handle things and the way I manage my work schedule, my school schedule, my clinical, my assignments, is really going by my calendar. And just a simple calendar. I'd use the Google Calendar that's on my phone, and I put everything that I have to do within my calendar. I don't miss anything, so I'm accountable for everything that I do. I schedule when I study in my calendar. I schedule my work in my calendar. I schedule when I have to be at a clinical in my calendar. I schedule every single little thing in that calendar, and it really does help a lot. If you don't control your time, time will control you. And honestly, the lack of time management is why so many nursing students fail. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the reason that so many nursing students fail. See, I'm not gonna cap to y'all. I've forgotten assignments. I've shown up to clinicals late before. You ain't alone if that's you. But, you know what I'm saying? I knew I had to change that behavior. And one of the ways I did that was adopting the mindset of getting a calendar. So I'm about to show y'all why a calendar is your number one tool that is essential to your nursing school career and your nursing career regardless. So us as nursing students, nurses, some of you are parents, and we don't just juggle one thing. We juggle several different things at the same time. Study sessions, exams. Some of y'all even got side hustles. Now I know we try to juggle everything and remember everything, and some of you may be good at that, but I guarantee you that's not the majority of us. So that's almost like a guaranteed way to play yourself. It's a guaranteed way to fail. But me, how I do things now, if it's not scheduled, it's not getting done. Point blank, period. And I definitely learned that the hard way, because it was a time where I had missed out on a clinical simply because I thought I could juggle everything in my head. And I didn't really miss out, but I was late. I was really late. And I still had to do like a makeup assignment for being late and still spend the rest of the day at clinical. I should have just stayed home at that point, but I was already there, and I still had to do a makeup. So I had to learn the hard way. So don't be like me. What I learned from then on out, I said, you know what? Enough with the BS. I put everything in my calendar. I put my work shifts. I put the pay week, when the pay week end, when the pay week start, when the paydays are, when this project is due, when this class starts. I put everything in that bad boy now. I miss nothing. Like I said, I don't have any really good fancy calendar apps. I just really primarily just stick to Google. You know what I'm saying? A Google Calendar that's come on your phone. That's really all you need. It's set reminders. You can do all that fancy stuff, at least to me. Now, if y'all do have some fancy apps or some better apps or anything like that, let me know. Drop it in the comments. Shoot, I'll look at it. And shoot, it's not about being obsessive, by the way. I know some of y'all probably thinking that might be a little bit too obsessive. No, it's about just making sure you keeping your time together. Make sure you keeping your time straight, because we don't have time to waste, especially me, especially with this week. I got a test next week. I got assignments due, but I got all that laid out in my calendar, and I got 6 days to get prepared for a test that usually we got 2 weeks to prepare for. So with that being said, I really just have to buckle down, stay focused, but most importantly, make sure everything is organized. And how do I make sure everything is organized? I set reminders, alarms. Once I set those reminders, then I'm straight. Then at the end of that time, I do weekly reviews to make sure I'm good. So it's just some tips that'll help you out the way, you know, these tips help me. So tell me, how do y'all stay on top of keeping all y'all assignments done? How do y'all stay on top of making sure you get to work on time, making sure the kids is dropped off, fed, changed, all that good stuff? What ways do you use? Me, I use calendar. I live and die by it. But what about you? Some of y'all might have some alternative methods, and I'm open to hear it. Please drop it in the comment section. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you adieu.